Oh, good evening, Dave.
Good evening, Barry.
And we've got a wet quali. Let's have a look at what the forecast is for the race. And we are expecting rain about halfway through the race as well, according to the forecast. So, buckle up, guys. We might be in for quite an eventful GP2 race as well.
And Dave's out on track first.
And it's very wet out there. So far we've only got, unfortunately we have only got 7 drivers participating at the moment, but we are hoping 1 or 2 more may show up during this qualifying session and start on the back for the race. That is the ideal scenario, considering that we've started not long after the F1 race at Brazil has just finished. So we're hoping 1 or 2 may join still, but either way, with the conditions it looks like we're going to get, we're in for an entertaining race, I reckon.
Definitely we won't be having any red flags.
No, we will just be going no matter the no matter the scenario.
Maybe some safety cars, but no red flags.
So Dave 1025 coming around to the last sector now in preparation to start his first flying lap, and this will be the benchmark set for the rest of the field, assuming he gets around the lap.
We looked pretty tidy in the last sector, so this car's working okay.
I've got a car leaving the pit, hopefully it'll get out of the way. Just about does.
It's all also that Simon.
It could be Solman or Puzzle in the both. Okay, but looking quite tidy around turn 3. Why is it turn 4? Looking very steady from Dave here so far.
He wants to have a nice steady lap, get a good bank on the start, and then you can hopefully push a bit more in the next few laps.
Will his steady lap turn to speed? We'll find out in about 40 seconds time.
Touch of oversteer coming out the hairpin there,
It all matters now, the line through the chicane and the exit out of it and out of the last corner. A bit wide. Nice out the last corner. It's a big curve. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any times on my screen.
Mayhem is just about to come across the line as well, and I think this is a lot going to be different.
He's got a sort of Rosso right in his way, but yes, he does go first.
2 seconds.
And David Ward coming in second with a 39.1. That was Soulman, it looked like, I think, in front of Mayhem at the end of his lap. and Soulman went 4th on a 1:42.2. J19 in the Ferrari now, just starting a lap. I think we've already got our first casualty. Again, it's looking very smooth and tidy for J19 around the chicane.
Those improved to 139.1, but still flat. Oh, and we've literally left the video.
J19 just coming around the last sector now. Yeah, it's looks a tidy lap. Nice line through the last chicane. How's he doing at the final corner? It's 4th. Just coming up to the hairpin now. Oh, he's gone deep now. Yes. Oh, a bit untidy over the softish curve there. It's bailed. Oh, Dave 125 start for second. 6 tenths off.
I wonder if they just stuck a load of fuel in and just keep putting laps in. Probably would be getting quicker.
Probably a not a bad idea, to be honest. He's on his 4th lap, according to my screen. And he's done his fastest first sector, 26.0. And he's lost a 10th on his previous lap in the middle sector, 36.1. So this is on par at the moment to being close to what he's just done, which is a 38.8 he did. 38.8, yes. And he's boxing. David Ward coming around the starter lap with his quite neatly designed island flag helmet. What does he do coming into turn 1? Oh, he's very deep. He's got... That was a lot of understeer. Yep. Tyres just could not cope with what he was asking for there.
26.1 though.
throwing this car around.
Yeah, looks like David Ward is still on this lap.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I'd say it was a very surprising, decent first sector considering. Oh, he's gone deep into the turn. Is that turn 10? Is it turn 9, turn 10? So not expecting any improvements on this lap. Unless he does something remarkable in these last couple of corners. Oh, he's got some grip in that thing. No improvement, but he'll go again. Oh. Holding third gear for an extremely long time there. Very fast first sector. Considering Mayhem's first sector for his pole position lap at the moment was a 26.2. He's half a second up. Very aggressive on the throttle and the lower gears.
He seems to be able to pick up the trail pretty easily.
Yeah, he's getting good traction in that thing. Oh, that might have invalidated it, and there again. Yeah, he's bailed. That's a shame because that was looking quite possibly to be on par, if not faster than Mayhem. On board with J19 coming around the last 3 corners. Seems to be on a lap because he's just gone deep. So I've not got any times on my screen, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've stayed in the garage.
Oh, he's gone deep into turn 1 as J19. So that lap's gone as well.
Just J19 and Peppermint on the top at the moment. Peppermint's on the north side now. What is it, take 3 in the first section?
It's 2/10 off Mayhem. Mayhem's middle sector in comparison, just to let you know, is 35.7.
And Peppermint does a 36.7.
So he's 1.3 down. He's 1.5 off fastest at the moment, so I don't think we're going to see an improvement here. David Ward has gone out again. No, Putnam's boxing. J19's on the in lap. Through a bit of a quiet phase in qualifying at the moment. I've got to remember that they only get, I think it's 3 sets of these wets. And we might need them in the race if the rain is forecast.
May just to part the race. You can easily use 2 seconds in the second.
Dave 1025 has gone out. He's on an outlap. It's interesting that Mayhem's staying in the garage. Yep. David Ward coming around the final corner, about to start. He's already. Oh. No, he'll be down on this first sector, you would have thought.
Got enough time to do another lap though.
How long left of the session?
1 minute 49 seconds.
Yeah, so still very comparable.
You can keep the speed up. You have good middle second pace.
Dave 1025 just starting a lap as well. Mayhem stayed in the garage, so he's feeling comfortable. Yeah, I think Mayhem was a 35.7, so he's a couple of tenths down, but this I think will go quicker than what he's currently done. Oh, he's gone behind that curb though. Again, that might have invalidated the lap. So he's third, so yeah, I think that was invalidated. I'm on board with Dave 1025 now. It's just coming to the end of sector 2. Made turn 10 quite nicely. Oh, he's lost a second, hasn't he? He was a couple of tenths up in the first sector, he's lost a second in the middle. So again, this might not be an improvement. I'll see this lap and then I'll bail out. Since the session's just ended. No improvement from Dave. Right, so let's quit multiplayer. So it's down to you, Dave, to provide the rest of the commentary for quali.
Well, David Ward is coming up to turn 10. I don't know what his lap times are, but clearly still pushing.
Yeah, if you can get turn 13 correct, I think you can get a decent lap in.
Yeah, I mean, he's still showing good traction, good pace. He's turn 13 now, and he's nailed it. So last 2 corners, last 3 corners. Ends up the exit into the final corner. And is this good enough? He's actually in 4th now. Someone's got ahead of him. So, and he's done it. Pole position. Pole position.
Mayhem maybe feeling a bit too comfortable. Maybe should have just gone out, done a lap just in case anyone did go quicker, and he could have improved himself. But yeah, that's. Yeah, I've just been told, Dave, that you're very quiet on the mic on the stream, so you might want to turn your mic volume up a bit.
we've got 5 minutes. Right, just doing this countdown now.
Okay. So yeah, so we've got an interesting run down to turn one we might have here with neither Mercedes on the front row for the first time this season. Could lead to a few battles early on.
Well, it's a long run down to turn one, so
It's one of the longest on the calendar, isn't it?
Well, anyway, 3 minutes till we start this formation now. It's a bit of a shame we're down on numbers this evening, but hopefully we can still have a good race. And there's lots of action.
I hope so, and as I said, I looked at the forecast during quality. It said a rain forecast for about 45 minutes into the race, so it should be bang on around halfway. So that,
if the forecast is correct.
If the forecast is correct, because we were forecast a dry race at Russia last week and we got rain. So yeah.
I think it had forecast rain, but it had forecast it a lot later in the race when it actually came pretty early on. Yeah, also the GP2 at Russia was a pretty eventful race, so these guys know how to get a good race. We've just got just over a minute to go.
Okie dokie. I'm assuming everyone, I believe I saw everyone was on, oh no, they're all on wets, weren't they? So they all have a free choice of tyres for the start as well, which will also be intriguing to find out during the formation lap who's chosen what. I'll be able to tell during the formation laps. I'll be in spectate mode, so I'll be able to see what everyone's on. I'd probably hazard a guess that the top two will probably go on the softs, but I reckon the Mercedes guys might try something different. And if anyone's clever enough and they've seen the forecast, they could stick a harder set, or the medium or the hard on, and see if they can go far enough to that'll be barley. I'm just rejoining the session now. Yep, so I've now got an image. Looking at, so David Ward on pole is on the medium tyre as well.
What about
Putland on the softs and nearly running into the back of David Ward. Mayhem softs. Dave 1025 also on the soft. J19 soft. Soulman soft. Barley on the mediums. So guys in first and 7th on the mediums, the rest are all on the softs. So yeah, that's a risk from David Ward, but he obviously thinks the medium tyre is a better race tyre.
It's a big risk. Oh, this stand is nice.
There they come around to start and form up on the grid. I thought for a second there they were all going to blast past. They were going that fast. So yes, we've got a small grid unfortunately, but hopefully it won't have an impact on the racing we're about to see. As the lights are going, and we are away. I think my lights were a bit ahead of time, and Putland's got a really good start. Putland already up the inside of David Ward, and Jane 4 abreast. That was for a second there. Yeah, there was lag. Oh, and he's in the barrier. Was that a collision with Barley? Was that?
Yeah, I don't know. It was as he was returning back to track.
And David Ward has gone wide at turn 3 and he's fallen down to 4th in the field. But at the moment, we've got Putland leading with Mayhem right behind him. And then it is Dave 1025 in 3rd and David Ward in 4th. With Salman 5th, Barley 6th and J19 in 7th.
Looks like J19 is okay though, he doesn't have any damage because he's back in the pace. A bit of a problem, he's got some lag.
Yeah, I definitely caught some lag going down the pitch straight. He was, on my screen, looking like he was up the inside to take the lead. And all of a sudden he was on the grass halfway back up the track. Anyway, we're up to come to the end of lap 1. Putland getting a decent run at the last corner, but he's already on the defensive for Mayhem. Mayhem has got some good straight line speed in that car. We've also got, is that David Ward? Yeah, David Ward up the inside of Dave 1025 and Mayhem up the inside of Putland. We've got 2 changes for position right there. Putland trying to come on. What safety car? What is that about?
I don't know if there was any debris from
So I can see. Everyone's all still fairly bunched up. I don't know what that's. I hope that wasn't for you retiring in the pit lane. I can't see. I can't see your. I can't select your car, so you're not out on. Definitely not out on track. But we'll see from the onboard footage whether your car's ended up going and parked itself in a dangerous place.
Well, hopefully. I mean, I retired before I went into the box, so hopefully it was helping in the box.
That was yeah. It was strange. But anyway, Mayhem has managed to gain the lead, having started 3rd on the grid, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Mayhem is 3rd. couple of them is in second.
Oh, so that's David Ward. David Ward is in the pits. Is he going tactical already? Getting rid of those? Yep, onto the softs.
He is.
Okay. Maybe after that bad start, having fallen down to 4th on the grid.
Probably, I suppose it is a free pit stop, isn't it? And now he doesn't have to run tyre, but he will have to run hard tyre again because, well, maybe he wants to do racing softs. Possibly.
Not really. Depends on what tyre strategy you choose, but they will have a load of softs available from not used any in quali.
So we have at least three new softs.
But I don't think running soft all the way to the end is the ideal strategy though.
Yeah, this game is a bit weird with safety cars. I mean, considering all of the DNFs we had in Russia, which didn't bring out the safety cars.
We only had one in the entire race, didn't we, despite all the crashes that we had. Well, we had one BSC, but that was, I think that was down to debris as well. I don't think anyone actually retired on the first lap when we had the BSC. We just had a lot of spinning and debris. But yeah, very inconsistent behaviour with a safety car on this game.
David Ward is in pit.
Well, yes, see, I can see at the back of the screen, and Barley's in the pits now. The other guy who started on the mediums.
What's it? Sound glitch, Barley. Yeah, he's on the softs as well.
Yep, so everyone's now on the softs. I believe, sort of start our lap 2 when the safety car was out, so we should have at least one more lap, I reckon. We're on lap 4 now, so I think it'd be end of lap 5. And we'll go in. But we have got Mercedes, Toro Rosso in the top 4. The only two teams that have brought both their drivers to this Grand Prix, and they're all in the top 4. I have to say that is a very brash colour scheme that Mayhem's got for his helmet. It's bold, put it that way.
Stands out.
It does stand out. It's easy to pick him out when you're in broadcast view.
So we're going to have another lap.
Yep, got one more lap around the safety car, I would have thought. Yeah, I think he's looking at possibly flooring it down the straight, try and get some tyre temp and then possibly brake temp. Oh, Soul Man, so close. We say this week in, week out. If you're going to go flat out down the straight, don't be directly behind the car. If you're behind the safety cars, you don't know what they're going to do. Just pull alongside or pull out their slipstream so you can at least be sure that you won't knock your wing off. I've noticed Mike Whiteside has just signed online, so he's missed the race by about 10 minutes, 8 minutes.
What time is it now?
20 past 8.
20 past 8, so a bit late game going anyway.
He did inform me that he did have a tournament he was attending to and it might finish late, and unfortunately for him, even though we started late tonight, he still couldn't make it.
So surely now safety car has got to be in this lap.
Yeah, lights are out. Lights are out.
So we're about to go racing here.
Mayhem back in the field up. You want the normal process of a safety car here is getting it out the chicane. Is sort of the ideal scenario here. I think that's what he's going to do. There he goes. Puffman's going to win him.
Oh, did Dave get a bit of a spin on then?
Oh, Mayhem very wide out the last corner.
Puffman going to get a run.
I think the one that's looking like to make an overtake is David Ward, back in 6th.
Look at Puffman, he's... no, oh yeah, David Ward. Oh, there's contact, contact. There wasn't enough room on the inside there. I think we left it a little bit wide. Very damage there.
It looks like his wing's intact. But it actually stayed status quo in terms of positioning. That restart. Oh, David Ward up the inside of Gino. Contacts again.
He's done it though. That's the believers.
I don't think J19 will be too happy with that move.
Well, I think he was on the inside when J19 turned in, so J19 probably should. But is he going to go for the inside this time?
Oh, he thought about it. But wasn't on Dave at the inside of Soulman.
Soulman had a really bad exit in the hairpin and I think he got a run. He was on the inside again.
A good run. It's a good run out of...
Gives him the win this time. But they're still side by side.
Oh, he's... Oh, it's got contact.
I don't think David gave the space that time. It looked like he turned in and someone was there.
Unfortunately, that chicane is not really designed for side-by-side action there. That'll be one to review after the race, I would have thought. But as it stands, David Ward is up the 4th and looking fairly quick.
Well, he knows he set pole position time, and I think he's eager just to get back up to the front.
Yeah, I think he realised going on the mediums was probably the wrong decision based on what everyone else did. Yeah, they're all starting to space out at the top of the pile, although David Ward is catching Dave 1025 quite quickly. Yeah, David Ward is pretty much already on the back of Dave 1025. It's not taking him any time at all to catch him up.
Let's see if he's got a good traction through the exit of this final corner.
Look like Dave 1025 had a better line.
Does he have DRS already? Not yet.
No, this should be next lap to the safety car. I think this is the 3rd lap after the safety car, so... He certainly looks like a feisty character, this one, doesn't he?
Yes. I'm guessing he's probably got a little bit more wing than the others, which will make you quicker in the corners. He's really all over the gear. So he needs that DRS to try and get past on the straight.
So he should get DRS out of turn 9. Very good line through 7 and 8.
But getting past these guys.
Oh!
Dave just has nothing over still. He's got the DRS, he's got the movement.
Oh, he's trying to come back round the outside. Is that
He's lost it. Yeah, I think he was fighting too hard there. He'd already lost it. Coming out turn 9.
I think I might make a prediction here, but I think we might have to look at David Ward at the end of the race regarding his engine, because he does like to rev his car, and we saw what happened with you last week, Dave. I think we might have seen a scenario this week, because I was on board with him when he made that move, and he basically held it in third that entire 10, 11, 12, 13 section pretty much. So yeah, we want to look out for towards the end of the race, see if he's got any power.
That could be an issue for him. He's already running along the downforce.
Yeah.
There's only power issue that's going to make it horribly down the straight.
So he might be quick now, but he might regret sort of the aggressiveness.
Other than those he's being caught, he's pushing.
Yeah, he's suddenly turned the wick up a bit and trying to push.
And doesn't look like Mayhem is gapping very much.
No, it's only 3.8 at the moment. So he's built himself a margin, but yeah, it's not massive. Putting very wide again.
I wonder who's going to pit first. These guys, considering they're on cracked tyres, would expect it around between lap 14, would you say?
Yeah, probably around the 15 mark you would have thought. Soulman might be one of the earlier ones, considering he's had a spin. Might see him coming around lap 12, 13 possibly. Unless there's another safety car between now and then. But yeah, I reckon give it another 5 laps and you'll see the majority of these guys coming in. And we've had a safety car as well, which would have helped the tyre life.
The car's quite leery, you know. Through turns 7 and 8, he's getting a kick of oversteer, but managing it quite well. Move that car slightly around a bit.
Yeah, they're all looking, they're certainly all giving it their all, that's for sure. Oh, David Ward, is he crashed out? David 1025, sorry. Is he crashed out again?
I didn't see, but yeah, it looks like he must have done.
He was in the turn 11, 12 complex. So yeah, I wonder if he's crashed it where you did in practice the other day.
Yeah, getting a snap of oversteer.
Yeah, that's another DNF for Dave. He's still yet to score a point, isn't he?
That would be a pretty amazing stat, if that's true.
I'm trying to think. So he crashed out in. I'm sure he crashed out in Russia. Towards the end, he got I think within 4 laps of the 90% cut-off at Russia, and then he crashed at China, crashed at Bahrain, and crashed at Australia, didn't he? He had his sort of corner cutting and crashing in the pit lane escapade at Australia. So yeah, I don't believe he scored a point yet. Which, as you said, is an unbelievable stat. How that's happened, I would not like to say.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was just on board with the guys ahead, so didn't.
Yeah, so was I.
It was definitely, he was just behind them by a couple of seconds. It must have been in that beginning of that.
Yeah, it's David Ward was going through turn 13, and so yeah, Dave 125 was a couple of seconds behind, so he must have been in that 11 little left kink, and then the long right hander at turn 12. And I reckon he's gone off, probably spinning off in the middle of turn 11 and has gone into the wall.
The times between these top 3 drivers is pretty much stabilised now. Nobody seems to be catching anyone. It's staying about 6 seconds between first and third.
Yeah, it looks like they're all starting to get a bit of a loose rear end on these cars now with the tyre life.
Solman is on a set of mediums. He must have pitted.
He must have already pitted then.
Interesting. Pretty early on as well.
He's
So could be putting him on a
pitted at the end of lap 10. So yeah, very early. Mayhem goes out another lap. Let's do the next 2 boys behind. We're getting to that point where we might be starting to look at a few stops occurring in the next couple of laps, but I would expect to just, we've already discussed about lap 14, 15.
And obviously the other issue, which isn't so obvious right now, but it's going to rain at some point.
Yes. Which is why I thought initially the reason why maybe David and Barley went on the mediums at the start, hoping to get that tyre fired up into the race to go straight to a set of inters or wets if it was required. But obviously the safety car then changed all that. And these guys will want to go far enough to hopefully only need to pit one more time. Before it does start to rain, because the last thing they're going to want is to pit for dries and then to pit for inters a couple of laps later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking right now it's maybe getting a little bit more cloudy, but it's not going to rain anytime soon. So you probably could have to pit once for dries, but you probably want to put at least the mediums on to go a bit further into this race.
David Warder's put the gap closer to Putterland again. He's 5.8 off the lead, so he is closing. 5.6 off the lead, sorry.
Yeah, down to 5.6 now, so he's definitely pushing. He's got to be close to that DRS.
Oh yeah, he was 5.693. And Putterland was 4.64, so yeah, he's probably about half a tenth away from the DRS. But even Putterland took a tenth out of Mayhem that first sector. I wonder if Mayhem is doing a bit of time management here, trying to play a bit clever. So again, he's very smooth.
Yeah, we did know that Putterland was probably running a lower downhill setup because he was very, and they were both got DRS open. Putterland was very quick in practice in those first few sectors, but a little bit slower in this final sector.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to give Dave the chance to get on his gearbox right now.
He might struggle to get past in a straight line though, if David's got a lot of downforce and Putterland hasn't.
Well, I think we're going to find out. He's there.
Oh, he's boxing.
Oh, no, he's boxing.
And he's the one I want to... Oh!
Slow down, slow down.
Yeah, he's got that slow down, I think, but... He would have been the one that I would have thought would not have boxed. He'd already pitted once at the end of the first lap.
Yeah, but I bet you... And he's going for another set of softs. I bet you this is strategic. He wants to undercut.
He wants to undercut.
Rather than possibly get close to Mayhem as well. But yeah, it's a gamble.
Where is he? He's going to clear Barley, who's P4. A good margin. Now. Yeah, he was only 5 seconds behind Mayhem. 5.8, I think it was. So,
Mayhem's pushing.
If Mayhem gives this 2 extra laps, that might be enough for David Ward to get close if David keeps the car facing the right direction. But yeah, Mayhem is definitely pushing. I reckon this might be an in-lap we're seeing here. It's the most aggressive I've seen him all race.
His tyres are slightly older, so I think he's bang on the window now.
No, he's going round again.
He's going round again.
I wonder if this is going to be a... And Putland goes round again as well. So, trying to stretch the stint out.
David at the last stint was last checkpoint was 24.4 seconds. Now he is
24.1. So only 3/10 in that last sector on fresh tyres. I probably would have expected more than that, especially with the extra downforce that David appears to be running.
Yeah, well, the tyres I find were holding up quite well, even though they're wearing as you're burning up fuel down. So maybe that Mayhem hasn't quite hit the cliff yet.
23.9, so another 2/10 gained in that first sector.
He's probably going to do enough to get Putland. How close to
Mayhem? I'm just trying to work out how long do you reckon he needs to box and get down the pit lane. Also, sort of the time loss.
It's about 22 seconds ish, maybe less. Also, he did a very good pit entry. I mean, that was bang on the money. I thought
it was very close, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to make him some time.
Any of the boys ahead boxed?
No, Mayhem is still out.
So is Putland.
Putland is still out. So
David Ward,
22.6.
fastest lap of the race, a 1:25.2 from David Ward.
That was about a second that lap, I think, wasn't it? Or at least a second.
It was, yeah, it was 23.4, I think it was, or 23.1, something like that. So it's about, yes, it's about a second he gained, I think it. But he's flying. He's taking a lot of life out of those tyres though, which might reduce his stint. But as you said earlier, it is starting to cloud over. Dark clouds are starting to appear.
Yeah, it depends what maybe he made some relay regarding the weather. But definitely a big risk.
He's not using all the track at turn 9, which is
7. I think that's his setup. The rear of that car is quite loose, which is how he likes it, but the car's just over rotating in turn 9 and it's not running wide.
The top 2 have gone round again.
Wow, that's an impressive stint performance from him actually. 17 laps. Or 18 laps they'll be doing. Oh no, 17, but...
And the gap's down to 21 seconds.
That's a very long way to go on a set of soft tyres, even if they didn't qualify them.
Yeah, definitely good time management from these two. Mayhem, as always, looking smooth and steady.
Yeah, he's driving just smooth as you like, isn't he?
It's really nice to watch. But yeah, David Ward has now got the gap under 20 seconds now. 19.9.
And Mayhem is boxing.
Mayhem's in.
And Putland is
going round again. Alright, so what does Mayhem go for? He's going for the hards. Mayhem is going on to the hard tyres.
Putland is on his 19th lap on a set of soft tyres.
Right, where's David Ward? Coming down the pit straight now. This could be close. This could be very close.
Got it.
Oh, just enough for David Ward. And now it's a gap of 19.9 seconds at the end of Sector 2, where Mayhem pitted. So yeah, about 20 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't stay on board with Mayhem, so I didn't see how his pit entry... Oh, and look, there are drizzles.
It's their rain.
So,
there is.
Maybe that's why Cumberland is staying out.
And Mayhem might be regretting those hard tyres right now.
Maybe he wants to be on the softer tyre. I mean, I wasn't expecting him on this soon.
No, I thought it was about 45 minutes in and we're going to be, oh, I suppose we're about right. It's 1 minute 25 lap and with safety car, yeah, we're about 40 minutes in now. So it might be bang on.
It'd be interesting just to see when this crossover time is.
Putterland going around again. I wonder if you're right. I wonder he's staying out until it's wet enough for inters.
He might as well, because he could wait 5 laps and lose 2 or 3 seconds a lap and still be in the lead.
Oh, Mayhem on the back of David Ward. Even though he's on the hards, he's still looking like he's going to make a move here.
That's nice speed. There he goes.
David Ward not giving up though. Don't make contact, guys. David Ward's give up, you're off the track, and he did.
Ran a bit deep. Mayhem getting the space there.
How well will those hards perform when it gets a little bit damper compared to the guys on the soft? And it's looking like it's raining quite a bit heavier than it was the lap before.
Yeah, David Ward is sliding. I mean, he has this new car. That's not going to give much confidence.
No, it's not. What we've got out there.
But look, David Ward is 9 seconds away from Putterland now, and these guys...
Oh, Solman. Oh, what's going on with Solman here? He's very slow in the pit lane entrance. Solman was on the mediums. We'll see. Can't be inters any yet, surely.
Well,
surely it's...
He would be going for anything else.
Oh, he is going for it. Yep, so he's now the benchmark in terms of performance on the inters.
Putterland is going on again. 21st lap on the service off.
And he won't be too far behind Solman out on the track, so that'll be a good gauger.
Mayhem is boxing.
I wonder. And so is David Ward. David Ward also in. Again, nearly binning it in the pit lane entrance. Oh, he might have sped in the pit lane there. That was. I think that was a bit more borderline than the last one.
Well, when we did the practice racing the other night, the track got damp incredibly quickly, and quicker than we would have imagined it.
How's Putterland doing out there? He's only at turn 5.
He's got no grip.
He's left it a lap too long.
Which is a shame because he could be in the lead. Yeah, he's going to lose this lead now.
Yeah, he's left. Yeah, he's left it a lap too long. Mayhem will be eating into that lead now. Let's just get a reference. It was 26. Did I say 26.3?
6, yeah, in the first sector. So, no, it might be close. It might be close.
How much does he take out this middle sector though? Putterland is struggling. I reckon he'll be looking at 22, 21 seconds here. There you go, 22.8. And we saw it was 20 seconds for a pit stop. Oh. Putterland, if he can... The thing is, he's having to be so careful in the pit entrance.
Yeah, and he is super cautious.
Yeah. I think Mayhem will... Well, Mayhem's already coming into the last chicane now. Mayhem should easily be in the lead, and it'll still be close to David Ward though. Should still be close with David Ward. Let's go on board with Putland. He's leaving the pits now. There goes Mayhem.
David Ward's coming down the straight.
He's going to be ahead of him. He's ahead. Oh, he was close to that pit lane line. From broadcast view, he was very close to the white line on the pit exit was Putland.
Well, David Ward is really struggling in the wet conditions compared to the drive. He's got well up.
Well, yeah, it's that loose rear setup that he appears to like. Is not exactly going to be doing him any favours in these conditions. I think he might have just had an off at turn 5 when I just went to him there.
Big Mayhem?
No, David Ward's. I just changed over to him just as he was exiting turn 5, and it looked like he was as if he was recovering to track.
That's 3 seconds, isn't it?
Putland 4.3 off the lead. I know Putland is no slouch in these conditions, so I think Mayhem will do well to pull a sizable lead on Putland. I'm sure from previous experiences Putland isn't. So then again, he did lose about 1.5 seconds in that last sector, so maybe the setup that Putland has got on is not really suitable for these conditions.
Again, it is a low downforce setup. It's not so good in the wets.
And he's going to win 3/10 in the first sector. David Ward struggling to now 11.5 off the lead in P3, but he has got a 27-second advantage to J19 in fourth. Barley doing a handbrake turn around turn 13 in P5. Again struggling in these conditions. And looks like the Soulman is closing in on him as well. Only how far behind is he?
About 5 seconds.
7 seconds behind, 7-8 seconds behind. Mayhem getting a little bit sideways out the last corner. I think at the moment, Soulman's had an off at turn 4. He's recovering from the gravel. I was just going to say he was closing in on Barley, and that was going to be one of the closer battles on the track, but that little visit to the gravel has meant that the field is quite spread out now.
Yeah, David Ward is dropping back and coming in with Mayhem.
I think Putland has kind of stabilised the gap a little bit. It's extended out to within the 6-second barrier, but it's not extending that gap by as much as it was a lap or two ago. I think it just took Putland a lap or so to get used to these conditions.
Just be interesting to see how long this rain
rain. It's still raining out there at the moment, but it doesn't look dark out there, does it? It does almost look as if it wants to start drying up again.
Yeah, I mean the track doesn't look terribly wet. Comments of the sky keep pretty close up to it.
He's struggling big time in these conditions.
We'll probably have to do a bit of kit adjustment just to help on the wheel. Really nice how we're designing there,
Yeah, it sort of goes along with his island theme for his island flag that he's got. So it's a nice, almost reminds me of a sort of Eddie Irvine kind of design. When he was in his Jaguar days, it was that kind of design. Pussler's dropped back to 8.2, so he's had a tricky lap this Pussler.
Yeah.
It's only 5 seconds between David Ward and Pussler. Meanwhile, Mayhem looking comfortable out in front. David Ward actually taking time out of Mayhem in that last sector. As did Puzzling.
Interesting. Oh, I wonder if he's trying up there. I mean, David Ward is quick when he can keep the car under control.
Barley's in the gravel as Mayhem comes up the lap in. Oh, that's allowed. Oh, Mayhem off the track. Oh, that would have been a very scary moment for him there. Coming out of turn 4, lighting up the rears, going onto the grass, but recovered it well. But in those conditions, that would not have been easy to recover. It would have just slid across the track. That must be Soul Man he's coming up to the lap.
I wonder if, it doesn't look like it, but maybe it's drying up a bit, the tyres are getting a bit warm.
It's still raining out there, so...
It doesn't look right, doesn't it? So, struggling, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, it's a very abrasive track. Catalan and Solman getting out of the way nicely there. But yeah, it's a very abrasive track, this one, so tyre wear is always going to be an issue. But Pussman has got that gap down to 7.5 now. So that gap is coming down. So 7.7 at the end of the lap. And David Ward's back up to 13.1. Lost a bit of time there again like that. I'm on board with Mayhem and his steering wheel's telling me he's in reverse when he clearly isn't. Got a love spectate you.
Yeah, it might be because you rejoined it.
Yeah. Well, the graphics on the screen are telling me what gear he's in, but it's just the actual digit on his steering wheel. It's just showing him as being in R for reverse the entire time. Although I'm still getting his delta and LED lights for his revs and everything all accurate. Big number in the middle isn't accurate.
He seems to have this under control, doesn't he? It's looking nice and calm.
Yeah, he's got it back up to 8 seconds now on Putton, so whatever happened a couple of laps ago, he's got back in a rhythm and eking that gap out again. We're not half distance yet though, Dave. Still plenty of racing to go.
Yeah, bloody rain. There's a few delays today. I don't want to give too much away for you guys who haven't watched the Brazilian Grand Prix yet, but it wasn't a quick one. Although, I will say worth the wait, certainly.
Definitely worth the wait. It was extraordinary what we saw.
I mean, I don't want to talk about it because people haven't seen it, but I really do want to talk about it.
Yeah, for those who haven't seen it yet, I'd recommend watch the highlights on either Sky Sports or Channel 4.
Pretty sure
Later it might not be, considering it took so long to finish. It might have might have had to delay the highlight reel a little bit.
Of course, not until 10 PM.
Oh, I might be able to watch it again then once it's done. Maybe not.
Make sure you watch it all gone through.
Yeah, good thing about the highlight reel, it'll cut out all the boring bits.
Yeah, it is if you get those. Hustler's just lapped his teammate.
Yeah, he's 9.3 off the lead now, so he's starting to fall behind. Again, Mayhem has picked the pace up. And David Ward is within 4 seconds. Hustler now.
Possibly one of the best performances we've seen from Pavelin though, I think, in a league race. He's been quick, but I've never seen him to be this close to the front. I'm running in second.
I think he was looking good. I think, was it Bahrain? He was looking good, but I think had a few issues towards the end. I think that dropped him back.
Okay.
I'm sure I've seen him towards the front previously.
It's definitely one of his strongest shows there.
Yeah, definitely. He's running wide through turn 3 though, which wouldn't have helped his speed through that corner.
David Ward is also about to lap Solman.
He's only 3.2 away from Puttle now, is David Ward. So he's...
Solman's nicely out of there. Well, yeah, this could be the battle to watch, hopefully on track.
Mayhem all on his own at turn 10 now. The rain continues to fall, so it's not going to dry up anytime soon.
It almost looks like it's getting heavier.
It does. It does indeed.
The line seems to be disappearing. Notice David just locked up the front wheels going into the headwind now.
3.1 the gap now between these two in second and third.
It's difficult to know the crossover though, I think, in this game between Intus and West. Oh, but David Ward is in the pits.
Is he the first to go to full wets, or is this a... Oh, that's speeding in the pit lane. He's taken up the brake at the board as well, which will cause issue for him. He is full wets.
64 miles an hour.
Let's have a look. Just confirm it on the race incidents. And he has indeed got a drive through. He has got a drive through. Barley's got a warning for crossing the pit lane exit as well. There's a few 3-second penalties out there as well. J9 team's got one.
Sector 3 is so hard in the wet. You always run wide.
David Ward's also got one, as is... Oh, there's Putland as well.
Ooh, David Ward going rally style around turn 4.
I wonder if it's not quite wet enough.
Yeah, possibly, but also I think he needs to adjust his differential.
He does indeed, yeah.
Wet conditions.
He's the only... Oh no, J19's also gone onto the wets. And Mayhem is boxing as well. So it might be the right time.
Let's see, 36 points. No, he's lost time in the middle section there.
Putland goes round. And Mayhem is on the full wets.
because it's supposed to. We're expecting it to dry up for the
It is,
race.
yes.
Now it may be looking like it's getting close to wet, but
Is it going to dry up quickly?
Yeah. So can Mayhem catch Puddlin now, or is he going to start to struggle? And if he does start to struggle, he's lost position and 10 seconds to Puddlin.
And he's got so much understeer in that, so it is looking like the wets are the better tyres to be on, but is this rain going to last long enough? Can Puddlin...
There's 6 seconds of first sector intermediate between them. This next one will tell us.
Yeah.
Right.
It looks closer than 6 seconds to me. They're on the same straight. Make that gap 5.4, so only 6/10. Probably not as big as we were expecting.
So you think Puddlin's going to stick it out?
I would love to know what the forecasters are saying. If it's I mean, clearly the 4 wets is the tyre to be on. But if it's due to ease up in, say, 5 minutes, he's going around again. He's staying out there. If the forecast is saying it's going to dry up in the next couple of laps, it might be worth Puttnam's while to stay out, because where he won't have to pit, assuming his tyre wear's not too bad on those inters, Mayhem will, and he'll have a 20+ second lead. So it's a brave call, but it might work out for him. Everyone else is on the full wet. It's just Puttnam who's battling it out on inters.
David Warney's what, 36 seconds?
Mayhem. Mayhem is 2.9 behind now. He's taken 4 seconds since we last, 3 seconds since we last saw the gap at the end of sector 2 on the previous lap. So he is definitely closing. Puttnam looking wide. Puttnam look very wide at turn 9. 1.2. And obviously Mayhem will have better traction, better braking, better turning, better everything at this stage. Just all round mechanical and overall grip will just... But the thing is, he's got to be careful, because he could easily run into the back of this car, especially in this section.
He's probably quick in a straight line, so he may be able to...
But he might not have the traction to fight him, and he's boxing. Nah, it's just... Unfortunately, that's a couple of laps too late to be deciding to box now. Well, he should... Oh, he'll clearly come out in front of David Ward. David Ward's still only coming through turn 12 now. But yeah, that, I think Puttnam, if he knew that it wasn't going to dry up, should have boxed 2 laps ago.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a
gamble.
Bit of a gamble, it hasn't paid off, but he's still in P2. Especially to stop the run that Mayhem's got in this league at the moment.
J19 still in 4th position. Solman is down in 5th.
Barley, 6th, also a lap down. Again at turn 4, he's not enjoying that corner today.
Oh, lap 33, half distance.
We are half distance. And this race has been going on for about an hour. So, could be a long race, this one. Mayhem. It doesn't seem to matter what the conditions are. He just seems almost too comfortable in that car.
Yeah,
I know he had that little problem, shall we say, come out of turn 4 where he went on the grass, but apart from that, it's been fairly smooth.
Yeah, he just has a very smooth driving style in the past. He's very well balanced in the setup, so he doesn't kind of push when he needs to, he doesn't have to push when he doesn't need to deal with any conditions.
And he's now got a 23.4 second lead.
So there's almost a pit stop in the bag there.
I think that is a pit stop in the bag. Although he's deep into turn 10, but he's off the track. It's not all too comfortable, but the gap will make him feel a little bit better. Now, we did see the forecast and it did say it was going to dry up, so how long is it going to be before these guys are going to come back on the winters? Yeah, it's definitely not anytime soon. Oh, Soulman again struggling under braking at turn 10, just about making the corner, but working out that if you turn and brake at the same time it will not stop. Yeah, he's struggling out there. He's just had to start lap 34, so he's a lap down and he's almost binning it on the exit at the last corner. Mayhem will be lapping Barley in the next 5 laps or so, I would say. Barley's up at turn 12 and Mayhem's coming up to turn 10 now. In the next couple of laps he'll be with him to lap him. For the second time that'll be. 22 point, yeah, he's got the gap down. It's down to 22.7. So the gap is, he's eking back that gap. Is it me or is the rain looking a little bit lighter? It's still, I mean, the track is looking similar to what it was about 5 laps ago when they were on the inters. That darker line is reappearing again. So, oh yeah, I reckon we might be, well, 5 to 10 laps away. Mayhem locking the rears. No, to winters that'll be. I think we're not going to see dry weather until probably the last 10 laps of the race or something, I would have thought. 10, 15 laps, something like that.
It changes so quickly. I think it can be like that and then just do that much quicker. Yeah, we should definitely see.
But we're seeing a lot more. Yeah, it was about 16 laps, wasn't it? Yeah, it was about lap 20, lap 21 we saw some rain. Oh, Mayhem's coming in. So I think it is intermediate weather again. Yeah, intermediate's going back on that car. surely Puzzling will have to pit, surely. And he does.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really slow. Very slow in that pit entrance. David Ward goes round. Solman's already on the inters. And Barley's in the wall. Barley, where is he? He's at turn 1. He was in the wall on the outside of turn 1, so is he just locked up at aquaplanes?
Yeah, he just came out of the pits, didn't he? He just changed.
I wonder, yeah,
No
obviously,
damage,
obviously offline it was, offline it is a lot wetter, so I wonder if he has just sort of aquaplaned on the slightly damper part of the track. Coming out of the pits.
The camera toe angle, that front tire, is really weird.
Or on whose car?
I don't know if that's true, but it just seems like it.
Whose car are you looking at?
I'm Barley Williams.
Barley, okay. Let's have a look. I'll get a good front shot coming down there.
It's most noticeable when you see when it's turning through a corner and you kind of see it just slightly coming rearward.
Yeah. It's almost...
Negative.
Yeah, that's... Make of that as you wish. But it might explain why he's struggling. And David Ward has come around again. He's staying on those 4 wets.
I wonder if he's thinking, and we do the...
Oh, Putton's in the pits again.
Oh, and David
Drive.
Ward is off the track, come on, and across the bumps.
Oh. It looks like a drive-through for Putton.
That's interesting. He was slowed well down.
Yeah.
The,
drive-through. Speeding in the pit lane. So he must have... So he was slow. Yeah, he was slow going around the corner into the pit lane entrance, but he must have just tapped the throttle as he got to the white line and gone over the speed limit.
Well, he's, 11 seconds behind David Ward now, but David Ward is on the wets. So, should be able to catch up, I suppose, in the race.
I think he might find it'll be more than 11 seconds once we go through the next... Was it 27? Boy says 20 seconds.
Locking up on the braking pad.
It's a 20-second gap now between David Ward and Putnam, so it's right on the limit of a pit stop.
Well, David Ward just has this lap Barley and Williams, but the Williams gone into him and is kind of
Keeping up with him. He's going... No, staying out. Brave. I wonder if he's trying to... A wet tyre to dry tyre scenario.
possibly. Problem is, can't really do that on this game.
No.
Good on the last one.
Yeah, this game, I know it's still raining out there, but the way that Mayhem's going, and the way that Putterland has taken 2 seconds out of David Ward that lap. I think, oh, David Ward again, losing the rear.
Yeah, I'm guessing his tyres are overheating now. He's getting a loose grip.
And that differential as well probably won't be helping. But yeah, that should be a bit of a clue that a lap car can keep up with you. You know you're not on the right tyre, you would have thought. And again he's locking up in turn 10.
Slow the car down.
He's 34 seconds behind the leader now. And Putland is only 48, that's 14 seconds between Putland and David Ward. Putland has taken 5 seconds, I think that is, on this lap already.
Yeah, I mean, he needs the box. It's not
He's gone round again. He's going onto the wetter part of the track. Barley, I think, wants to get through, but he doesn't want to interfere. But I think if Barley was to pass him, he'd gone in the distance.
And soon he's going to be finding that he's got so much more performance past him. But look.
We've also got J19 still out there on wets as well, in P4. I know he's got a massive gap to Salman in 5th, so he's unlikely to lose.
Here and Barley was right back to David Ward.
Oh, David Ward losing the rear on the kink at turn 6. So yeah, these tyres are clearly overheating now. He's at the point where he has to commit now. As you said, he has to stay out, otherwise he's going to lose the position to Putland. But there's Putland in the background. Already. He is now 7 seconds. And Mayhem's in the pits. What's Mayhem? I think he's just pitted. It looks like he's just pitted for a front wing.
Oh.
I think he's just boxed for a front wing.
How did he damage that? Oh, where's Putland?
David Ward coming on the pit straight now. Putland also onto the pit straight now. David Ward staying out again, you know.
He's getting a bit closer.
But yeah, Mayhem has only got about a 10-second lead now. And again losing the rear at turn 1. This is interesting tactic. Yeah, J19's gone on to Inters now, so David Ward's the only one on the full wets now. And he's off the track. Oh,
Struggling so much.
but yeah, the gap's down to, well, it was down to 11 seconds.
Here we
Barley,
go.
no.
He's going to get past.
Oh, he nearly hits him, and he's off the track. And that allows Putland through.
It's not going to take him very long to get past.
No, he'll pass him now, I reckon, just on traction. Oh, had to back out of it. But down to turn 10, he should just get him on traction or under braking.
It's going to depend who's going to make him go around the outside.
Putland brakes early. David Ward struggling to get it slowed down, but does. Putland up. Oh, dear. David Ward's going to touch him, and there's contact.
Oh, they should have given each other enough room there, but...
To be honest, David Ward should have not have battled that. He knows he's not on the right tyre. Surely, it would have made sense just to let him go.
That could have been avoided. So, what's David Ward going to do now, though? Is he going to box?
He's surely got box now. There's no point staying out on those tyres. And he does.
He does, yeah. I mean, he knows they're just sliding around.
Those tyres must be... And he's got speed as well, I think. No, just... Looks like it was... Do it, touch and go slowing down, but... Yeah, intermediates now.
Question is, how long till dries?
I'll tell you what, that's let Mayhem off the hook with that contact. He's now pit stop ahead again of Putland in P2. So that contact has favoured Mayhem for sure. But it's still No, the rain has... Looks like the rain has stopped.
Easy.
Oh, no, it's a few drops, but I reckon we'll be on dries before lap 50.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it could be the next 4 laps.
Yeah.
Do we get the DRS activated sign?
I don't know. I didn't see it say it was disabled, to be honest.
You know when you get that, you're about 2 laps away from dries.
Yeah, the field is all spread out again now after that contact with Putton and David. Now, who will be the first to... Yeah, we're definitely going to get to dries. And you would have... If they get to lap 50, they'll go for softs as well.
I mean, look at the track now, it's dry. The track is dry.
There's still some spray being kicked up off the tyres. But only a little bit.
You can barely see any water on the track, and Hovland is sliding.
If they box now, they're going to have to box for mediums because there's still 23 laps to go. The softs won't get to the end.
Yeah, that was the best bet. Although Coverland did.
Mayhem's in. Mayhem's in. So yeah, time's now, I reckon. Can that slow down Mayhem? And looks. Yep.
That was basically 2 laps from what we just said.
Yeah. And what does he go for? Yep, going for mediums, as I predicted.
There's another car, is that Ferrari? Yeah.
That'll be J19. He's a lap down. Pussland also coming in. He's very cautious. Again, he's being more cautious this time as Putterland coming into the pit lane that lap.
Putterland. The pit lane is you need a reference. If you brake too early, then you need to speed up again.
Oh, Putterland's going for the softs. Ooh, 22 laps on the softs. That he might be. Oh, David, I think might have just sped in the pit lane again there. He was very much on the boundary. And he's going for mediums. But I'd like to have a look. No, he's just got away with that. Just got away with that, but he was literally 50, 49 miles an hour on my screen when he crossed the beam for the pit lane entrance. Soulman also coming out on mediums. So everyone, I believe, is on mediums apart from Putterland, who's gone out on the softs.
It's probably a bit of a silly thing to do, but he's got a pit stop in hand. He's never going to catch Mayhem. 23 seconds.
Oh, David Ward, I've already witnessed him cut about 3 corners this lap. He's got to be careful, he's going to rack up the time penalties if he's not careful. And again, the rear of that car looks like it's been driven by another person. Because it's so loose.
Yeah, he seemed to be able to deal with it dry earlier, and it was working for him. He was the quickest car on track, and it seemed to get the slow stuff now. It's helping him turn the car. He's very good for that kind of stuff.
Alright, hopefully we'll start seeing some fastest laps being posted. I reckon you might be seeing them from Putterland since he's on the better tyre. There we go, Mayhem, 124.8 from Mayhem. What will Putland do? No quicker. So Mayhem has got the pace on the harder tyres to keep the gap as it is.
He's quick again through this third sector.
Yeah, he has got some. He's not set up. Not set up fast as well. He seemed to lose quite a lot of time in the first sector on that lap, but he just a lot nicer through that first chicane. I tell you what, he's got a very pointy nose on that car.
Yeah, you could just hear him stabbing at the throttle on the pickup. Acceleration control through. It's not flat there.
Mayhem again, 24.6 this time. I don't know if you're getting them, Dave, but I'm getting the fastest lap up here on my screen.
I'm not actually, it's a bit annoying. Overboard was a bit slower in that first sector again.
Again, a little bit. So yeah, he's not able to. Oh, Putland 24.1, just done the fastest lap of the race. So it's only half a second faster than Mayhem. So yeah, he's definitely not got enough time to get anywhere near Mayhem, unless Mayhem has an issue between now and lap 66. We've still got 20 laps to go. But
no, there's no way the Putland will make this gap down. But he's got a pit stop in hand pretty much, so I suppose if he wants to do some fastest lap, why not? He did go very far in the first stint, so he might make these tyres last. Although he does risk a puncture.
he does. Yeah, he got to, I think it was lap 19, wasn't it? The first stint.
19 or 20, yeah.
And he's got to do, and that was on heavy fuel. This is on light fuel, and he's got to do 22 laps.
Maybe it's doable.
David Ward appears to have picked some time up this lap. Let's go fastest lap from David. Again, those last three corners, he just has the traction to get out of those last three corners. He's got the gap under 53 seconds, but still wasn't the fastest lap of the race, but he was quicker than the two leaders.
He was faster than in that lap, wasn't he?
He was indeed, but
Barrel tyre, so yeah.
unfortunately for him, the speeding in the pit lane and the spin has put him nearly a minute down.
And the late stop from the wet storms.
Yeah, that is still a bit puzzling as to why he stayed out so long on them. He seems to have found the groove on these sides, so he's looking quick now. Again, revving it into the red line in third gear around turns 10, 11, 12. Putter
He's 2.5 now, so he's bringing the step down again.
Yeah, he's definitely the quickest car on the track at the moment, but he's not setting fastest laps, but he's certainly found a rhythm in that car now. Mayhem starts lap 50. For anyone, just for those who might want to know, if people crash out towards the end, then to still score points, they've got to be within lap 60 to qualify for some points, even if they do crash out. So they're still 10 laps away from guaranteeing some points. But they're so spread out, I'll be very surprised if anyone does destroy their car now. Although a safety car would really spice it up.
Definitely would punch the feel up a bit.
And everyone's in a position where they could all pit under the safety car and still be in the position they're in now. David Ward's back up to 53.4, so he's lost time again. The only question is, will Pussman get to the end on those tyres now? I think that's the only question left on this race. Does he...
I think it may be feasible, but I think it may be very difficult.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, would he pit towards the end? Would he pit again sort of like lap 60 or something just to get fresh tyres to the end? Or would he try and stretch it out and possibly risk a puncture? Which could... So if he gets a puncture towards the start of a lap...
It's going to cost him a lot of time, yeah.
Yeah. David Ward is... I think it's 25 seconds behind. So, yeah. Pit stop's about 20 seconds, so yeah, he's only got to lose 5 seconds in a lap. As well as a pit stop to fall behind David. So, he's got to be wary of that. If he is going to want to stop again, he's got to not allow that gap to get below 20 seconds.
Well, I'm sure he's keeping an eye on his tyre wear. Whatever he doesn't want to leave it too late.
Well, as we've seen already, he was quite late onto the inters, then again onto the full wets. And then again, I think back onto the dries, wasn't he, as well, I believe. So, yeah, he's not been the fastest to react to needing to be on the right tyre, or so we'll see what happens, but he should keep second in the bag. So even if he does pit and end up just falling behind David Ward, he should have the tyres to get back past him. That's 24, 20, yeah, staying about 24, 25 seconds.
Pavlin seems to be slowly dropping away from the leader.
Yeah, it's now half a minute, so...
Yeah. Those tyres are probably past their best now.
Yes, it was. Let's say we said he will have had to do 22 laps to get to the end of the race in this set. So he's 9 laps into this stint. Now normally these softs where you get you between up to about 15 laps, I think, is normally the ballpark. But we did see Putton do 19 laps at the start of the race. So we've still got another 6 laps, I reckon, but until those tyres really start to suffer. But yeah, the last 4 or 5 laps might be interesting for him. He doesn't seem to be making that much of an inroad on that Ferrari ahead of him to lap him. Ferrari's a G19, who looks like for the first time, I believe for the first time this season, to not be on the podium, if I remember again correctly.
Yeah, the Ferraris have had a good season so far. Scored quite a lot of points.
Yeah, they've managed to pick up on, obviously with Dave 1025 failing to finish it every round, which I find amazing so far. And they've just picked up the pieces to get on the podium, and I think they had a double podium. They would have had a double podium at Russia if Callum didn't get disqualified 2 laps from the end for multiple corner cuts. So yeah, so they're looking a challenger in the constructors at the moment, because Mayhem's the only one scoring points for Mercedes, and the Ferraris were tied on points with Mercedes, I think, going into this round in the constructors. So
Mercedes have a bit of a gap, but yeah.
I think if Dave 1025 can start scoring points, then the Mercedes will start running away with the constructors as well, because the double points finishes will just allow Mercedes to pull a gap. Oh, Mayhem's in the pits again. Mayhem has gone onto the soft tyre. So I wonder if he's just realised he had a gap and he's going to go for a fastest lap, maybe. Have a bit of fun at the end. 12 laps, 11 laps on a set of softs, plenty of life in those, and they will be fresh. Because of the wet quality, they will have had 3 or 4 fresh sets of options or soft tyres available. So expect to see Mayhem set some fast laps now. But in that, Putland has got the gap down to 12 seconds. So Mayhem's got to just be careful that he doesn't run into problems coming to lap cars or spin the car if he's going for the fastest lap, because he's now not got that pit stop advantage, having done that stop. So, I'd say that's a bit of a gamble. I know he wants to go for fastest lap, but if I was him, I would have liked to have stayed out there. Just kept the gap.
Even if he did spin and was in second place, I think everyone's tyres are going to be so old. He would be able to come back.
Yeah, Putnam's going to the pits as well. He can't afford to take that long to the box, because taking that long to get to...
Cautious.
David Ward is in the last chicane now. And this again... Oh, he's had to be held by the Ferrari going by as well. That David Ward's going to have him. Here he comes now. There he goes. That Ferrari boxing right behind Putterland. and the cautious nature that put them into that pit lane. Oh, we've got interesting battle for second now.
Yeah, these two again, you know, part two. Let's hope they can keep it a bit cleaner this time.
Well, Mayhem's come across Soul Man this lap. Hopefully it didn't ruin his lap. He's throwing that car around now. He's definitely going for fastest lap here. What does he do? 23.3. Look at that. Just knocked a second off the fastest lap of the race there.
There wasn't a DRS zone there, but he was very close.
And again, we're in a weird scenario that Ferrari behind him is in 4th place, but he's a lap down. So it's a weird scenario. You have actually got 2nd, 3rd and 4th in the same picture.
Yeah, and that Ferrari's with fresh tyres is probably going to be able to stay with these guys.
Puzzling again, not in DRS. That last sector for David Ward might frustrate Puzzling a little bit here. This could be an intriguing battle to the end. Because those mediums will hang on.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Oh, he's gone deep.
And that's DRS range right there. Oh, touching the... Look, he touched the grass, did Puttland just before the braking zone there. Turn 7. He's right. He's got DRS open.
He's been forced to the outside. Is he just thinking, I'm going to wait until the straight?
I think that'd be the wise thing to do, but David Ward gets to run out the last corner that he's been getting all race, then would he be close enough? We'll soon find out.
Got a great,
yeah, that's a great run. Great run. He should breeze past him down the straight. There he goes. David Ward into his slipstream, trying to use what he can to come back at him, but on those older, harder tyres to Puttland, I don't see David Ward getting away back into that.
No, let's see. He might be able to stick with him. That's his main chance right now, although...
It'll be all in the last sector, won't it? Whether he can gain enough in the last sector to be on his gearbox.
He needs to get DRS now, so he can catch up a little bit.
Oh, he's wide, turn 7.
Touch and go, if this is a second, I think he might not have it.
No, I think he's fallen a bit too far back.
Oh, there he is. Ooh, just got it.
Oh, he's deep into 10. Now this is where we'll see whether he gains enough with that low aero setup on that Toro Rosso. Oh, he's deep into the chicane. Oh, he's in the box. He's pitting.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, we're just in there.
Now I'm assuming this will be for softs as well. And it is. Again, I'm just only assuming this is to go for the fastest lap.
Fastest lap, yeah. So all the top 3 guys pitted second time to this last phase of the race.
Mayhem about to start lap 60. So Mayhem's reached the cut-off point now, so he can guarantee to score points if something was to happen to him in the last 6 laps of this race. Yeah, it's all spread out now. It's all about who gets the fastest lap now, I think.
Yeah, that's all just about honours, isn't it?
At the moment it's with Mayhem, who's done a 123.3 the last time I saw. It's the last time I saw it pop up on my screen anyway. Yep. Putland's best is Putland's best I did 23.4 a couple of laps ago, so he's not far off. And David Ward's obviously on his first lap, first flying lap on his set of softs.
He's just going into the pits again.
Is he?
Oh, he's just going to the pits.
He's ghosting.
Yeah,
as well.
he did that before. I don't know if he was pausing the game while he's in the pits.
I wonder if he was looking at Race Director or something, maybe to have a look at what the fastest lap was. Possibly. But that's Mayhem. That's Mayhem behind him.
So he must have come to the pits again.
Yeah. Yes, it was a minute. The gap was a minute and 2 seconds when he came out the pits. Last time it's now minute 21. So yeah. For some reason he boxed again.
Unless he had a drive-through, but I don't think he did.
I'm just about to see if anything was flagged up, but yeah, it didn't look like he no, he didn't. No, he did. Speeding in the pit lane, lap 58.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's just 2 drive-throughs today, David Ward. It worked a couple of times coming into the pit so aggressively, but not all of the time.
And now he can push for the fastest lap, but he's obviously taken a couple of laps of life out of those tyres and not been able to go for the fastest lap.
But they should be better than Mayhem's.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Mayhem to catch him unless David Ward has an off. Again, taking all the curb and a little bit more at turn 7. Again, you can just hear him revving that engine in 3rd gear through turns 10, 11, 12. Just finding it for some reason, well, in his opinion, best way to drive that section.
Sometimes over-revving just helps him manage the torque through the...
Oh, there it is, the fastest lap in the race, David Ward, 123.2. So it's a 10th faster than Mayhem.
One thing that we have with GP2 is that the damage is set to high but not simulated. So
Yeah, set to full.
May have an effect on engine wear.
That's a true point actually, yeah, they might be a bit more, a little bit more lenient on how hard they stress the engines, I guess. Might also work in their favour when it comes to Monaco in 2 weeks. There might be a bit more of a barrier rubbing than we might be able to do in our league.
Certainly going to help. Yeah, it's certainly going to help the front wings, that's for sure.
all of a sudden David Ward looks like a completely different animal on these drives compared to how he was doing on the inters and wets. And he does a 23.1.
Definitely a dry weather setup on that car. Because it looks so good through the third sector.
He's just so confident getting on the throttle. Now, no, he might well be running traction control, but still, but even then, the car just looks so balanced in that last sector. Yeah, Mayhem can't keep up with him. And I'm on board with Putterland, and those front tyres are looking a little second hand now.
Well, he has pitted though, hasn't he? He's pitted for a crash set. Unless he didn't have any crash sets left.
Oh no, that's a point, yeah, but unless that was marble or sort of pickup I was seeing, but it looks a little bit worn at slow speed, but yeah, might just well have been off the racing line. Yeah, you're right, he has boxed again, hasn't he?
He's got about 30 seconds ahead of over Q3 anyway.
Yeah, 32 seconds.
2.5 laps left. Oh, he's off the track. Just momentary lapse of concentration there.
Missing the apex at turn 9. Putland. Locking up into 10. I tend to find on spectate mode you tend to see the cars lock up a lot more in spectate mode than you actually see when you're driving as them in real life. It tends to be a bit misleading, the lockups on spectate mode. So you could be driving in turn 1 and not lock up at all, yet spectate mode will show you as locking up. So
something I've never really picked up on actually.
Putting was very nice into turn 1 and 2 there. Exactly 30 seconds now between Putnam and David Water. David is flying still on those tyres, but no way anything can be done about it now, and we're at that point of the race now as well. I think last lap of the race actually for Mayhem.
As it started doing, must have
yeah, just turn 4 on the last lap. At the start of the race, it wasn't looking as... it was going to be straightforward. David Ward looked like he was going to have the pace to, and Putland for that matter, to challenge. But the weather and Mayhem has played it well on strategy as well in terms of when it was right to change the winters into wets and then back to winters and drives. Although he got very well, very loose on turn 9. He's played the race well, and again, I think a deserved winner here today.
Yeah, the strategy and performance on the wets, he was much better than anyone else in the wet courses. Just a stable car set up, stable driving.
David Ward sets another fastest lap, but here comes Mayhem round the last corner and takes 5th win of the season out of 5 races. Looking very strong in the drivers already. And Putland coming through to finish 2nd, we'll be very happy with that.
We'll go fastest lap on the last lap.
Well, he's already got it. He's done a 23.0 at last lap, so unless Hutland sets one on this lap, then he's already got it, but he might go for another one. Might try and break into the 22s. And Hutland coming around now, finished P2. Very good result. David. David coming through to finish third. About a minute 18, minute 17 off the lead it'll be at the end. But he's certainly going for another fastest lap. Does he set another fastest lap? No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. Pull the gap down.
And there we go. And that is the GP2 Spanish Grand Prix come to a close. And just to cap it off, J19 finishes fourth, a lap down. Soulman in fifth, Barley in sixth, and Dave 1025 our only DNF of the day, and he crashed out quite early on as well. And he'll be again extremely frustrated. Still yet to get off the mark in the championship. Again, there are a lot of penalties. Every single driver had at least one penalty.
It's not easy in the wet in that final sector. It's quite easy to pick up penalties here.
David Ward had lots of 3-second penalties as well. But that was the GP2. Yep, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, next week it's the F1 guys having a go at this track.
And it's looking like at the moment, based on practice, that SH is once again looking one of the strong favourites in the F1 league next week.
Annoyingly, yeah.
Annoyingly fast in practice. And
anything can happen in the F1.
Yeah, if we get any rain, it might throw it up in the air, and I'll be hoping for some rain. So I think that's what will mix it up.